This is Viper King, and I'm going to give him one extra dragon each game until I lose.
Today, my goal is to beat him with 5 dragons.
The dragon moves like a knight and a bishop. Let's get started with game number 1. Alright, game number 1, we get the white pieces, and as I mentioned in the intro, the dragon moves like a bishop and a knight. So a bishop and a knight's distance away from the king is what we need to be worried about. From the get-go, I'm safe, so I can actually cheese the first game. Just push the pawn, promote, and trade off this dragon.
Alright, here we go. Game number 1, and he plays a4. Now, I only have 1 dragon, so I suppose he can literally do whatever he wants, and there's not really much I can do about it, but at least we get to see how this dragon moves, get a little practice with it. But realistically speaking, I mean, he knows what he's doing. I don't think there's any way in the world in which I could potentially beat him here. So let's just bounce the dragon around. Let's just sack the dragon for absolutely no reason.
We do get the dragon sacrificing on f2. We will take back. And invented in 4000 BC by Ooga Booga Ladder, we do get Ladder's mate.
But unfortunately, as the great John Bartholomew Ladder once said, the ladder mate is a great way to get checkmate. So let's see it.
There we go. Now we force Ladder's mate and win game number 1. Let's go ahead and add 1 extra dragon. Alright, 2 dragons now on the board, which means there are actual mating threats. For example, if these dragons coordinated and targeted f2, that would be checkmate. So I do actually have to develop in the middle of the board now.
All right, I got 2 dragons now. Let's do this. Here we go. I got this time. And also, I forgot I had this. I literally just remembered I had this on my desk. It's an origami dragon. I feel like it's fitting, but it's something I use for a video. And I don't know, I just mentioned it. I don't know why. Anyways, here we go. We have 2 dragons, and now he's playing a little bit more reasonably. He is actually playing like a normal human being. So my goal, realistically speaking, is I need to attack, I think, either of these 2 squares, either f7 or f2 or c2. I need to attack f2 or c2 with my dragons. If I can get 2 of them to attack either one of those squares at the same time, I feel like that's my best bet. So what I should do is continue to bring my pieces forward and try to get an attack brewing.
We get a dragon out to a5. We'll throw in a little spite check on b5. And now the question is, what exactly am I trying to get at here? I guess I'm just trying to trade off one of these dragons as fast as possible. I think I can do that with b3. The idea being that I'm going to give this check. The king is cut off on both of these diagonals. King has to move over, and then maybe I can pin this dragon. All right, we get a dragon up to g4. I think I can still give this check. And I don't think these dragons are coordinating all that much. Okay, the king skips over the light square diagonal. I think I can just keep developing. Right, knight to d4 seems to make sense. I'm happy to trade off the queen for the dragon, because a single dragon I don't think is going to defeat the entire rest of my army.
To the same side of the board, they're a bit split right now. Oh, he's giving up the queen for a dragon. Oh, I don't really want to go for that. I can't really afford to go for that. But if I don't, then his queen gets into the game, and that could be really bad for me. That could be really bad. I really can't allow it, but I really can't go for the trade either. We must fight on. We can't allow this. All right, I'm going to fight on. There's no way I can accept that trade. It would just be ludicrous to do so. But the check's coming in. I'm between a hard and a rock place right now. Wait, what is that? What did I say? Did I say a hard and a rock place? I'm between a rock and a hard place right now. And you know what? I'm gonna take the queen. There's no way. There's no way. I thought about it. I thought about some way to get out of it. There's just no way. There's absolutely no way here. Oh man, what am I gonna do? I mean, I only have 1 dragon left. All right, let's keep it going.
And like I mentioned before, as long as I'm defended on the diagonals and a knight's distance away from the king, I should literally never be in any danger. Since I already am defended in those regards, I think I'm just going to push h4. Right, the king advances, and I'm just going to try and force this pawn through to the other side. We'll go ahead and throw this check on f8. All right, after dropping that rook on h7, we do in fact get ladder mate to win game number 2. Let's move on to 3 dragons.
The old ladder mate. Okay, 2 dragons, still unsuccessful. Let's try with 3.
All right, 3 dragons on the board. This is getting a little bit terrifying. I believe that Viper survived like 6 or 7 dragons against me. He survived a very high number of dragons. And I'm already honestly starting to feel the pressure a little bit. I feel a little bit paranoid, a little nervous, but I'm hoping that I can hold down the fort. Okay, immediately we get dragon to h4. Now, why can't I just give check and then drop the queen for one of these dragons? I feel like that's actually justified. So I'm going to give this check. And I will immediately sacrifice the queen. And I think the rest of this game will just be me trying to justify that trade.
Defend everything. Oh, he takes. He just doesn't care. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we have a potential fork here. On c2, and he does see that. Let's see. Let's go here. We can tickle this g2 pawn, see if we can get some dragons in. And again, I want to put both my dragons ideally on the same side of the board this time. I don't know why I didn't do that last time, but if I could put a dragon onto g4 and we can attack this f2 pawn, then the king might be running out of squares. But I'm sure he'll probably see that. And he'll see the threats, but we have to get my pieces moving. We got to get these dragons going because now there's no queen and I have 2 dragons. That's still enough to checkmate. 1 dragon is not really enough to checkmate the king unless you get some goofy smothered checkmate, but 2 dragons is definitely enough to cause some problems. So he's got to think a little bit here. Come on, old buddy, old pal, hubby, if you will. Come on, Hubs. Let's go, Hubs. Lock in, bro.
So maybe king to f1. Oh, this is already getting so sketchy. Why did I sack the queen so early? Okay, no, this should be fine. This looks fine. Is it fine though? Is it actually fine? Or is this like a huge concern? Dragon comes in and everything just seems to fall apart. What if I played bishop to e4? Is that just losing my mind completely? Like trying to hold down all the squares the dragon can move to, besides moving like a bishop? I don't know. This whole thing is already extremely sketchy. Oh gosh, I hate this. Is this what my opponents felt like? I feel so bad for them now. This is terrible. Okay, you know what? I might... Oh, the problem is if I move the king over, dragon takes knight e2, I just drop the rook immediately for free. Oh goodness, I should have developed more before I sack the queen. Okay. This is so bad. This is genuinely awful. But we're gonna go king to f1 and defend g2. It's not a good sign that the king is having to function as a defensive piece, especially when we have nothing else developed. But I'm hoping that he's not going to be able to make an attack out of this.
He steps the king over to protect this square. Now, my original idea was to put my dragon on g4 so that I can attack this f2 square. Is that what I want to still do? Another option for me could be something like putting my dragon here to attack this square, but I think there's too many ways in which you can stop that. So let's bring a dragon right here. Now we can put a lot of pressure on some key squares around the king.
Okay, here comes the dragon out to g4. Okay, what if I play knight to f3? Dragon takes f2. It's very up in my face, but I'm not sure that it's quite winning. Oh, but then the dragon drops back with... Oh, goodness, this is so bad. This is genuinely terrible. Okay, maybe dragon here is... or rather, knight to h3 is forced. With the idea that I'm defending f2, and I guess I live to see another day because the only place they intersect is f2.
Okay, so he does defend f2 with his knight. Now the question is, can I still get my pieces in, or do I still have too few in order to actually make something substantial happen here? It really does seem like I don't have many options. If I have a chance at winning this game, it needs to be within the next 2 moves or so, because otherwise he's going to bring enough pieces to fizzle out any chance of a checkmate threat that I might have. So I need to spend my time here to figure out what the best option is. I'm thinking if there's any idea of sacking the knights, pawn takes. Is there any way I can get my, attack that rook, have it trapped in the corner because the king can't step over to defend it? That feels like an idea, but I just don't see the follow-up that substantially gives me any winning chances. But ultimately, I don't really see anything better than that. So I might go for it. I'm tempted to do so. But if, again, like I said, if I only have 1 dragon, can I realistically checkmate him? I don't think so. I think I need 2 dragons on the board. So sacrificing a dragon for the knight would not be a great option for me because I don't have the material required in order to actually get a checkmate. And there's no way I could bring my king into the game to aid in any checkmating attack. I don't see an option. I think his defenses are unfortunately just too solid for me. I'm going to go for this idea. I'm going to sack and then go in with the dragon to f3 and just send it. I don't think this particularly works, but it's the only way in which I could feasibly pick up the most amount of material, which I think is this knight. And then I believe I should be winning the rook in the corner.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, we get a sack. What happens if I just take? No, surely there's nothing for me to be worried about. Unless he's just like giving in, but that's suspicious. Okay, I mean, obviously I'm going to take back. Dragon comes in. Wait, what's my concern though? Okay, now it is one dragon. So I just have to be defended on the diagonal and a knight's distance away. Knight's distance away is taken care of. I guess it's threatening my rook. So if I shuffle over, the dragon will take. I shuffle over again. Dragon goes back. Oh, is that the idea? I just get torn to shreds by the dragon. Wow, that's actually kind of insane. Okay, but wait, I just have rook here. If the dragon takes, I have king g2, and the dragon has to get out of town, which looks pretty playable. Again, I inherently, just because of the look of it, I don't like that my king is having to advance towards the dragon to get it out of here. But I do think the dragon just has to go back now.
King steps away. Oh, is my dragon trapped? Oh, he baited me. Oh, he baited me so hard into that. I completely missed that my dragon would be trapped. Oops. Oh, wait, it wasn't trapped. Oh, wait. Wait, it wasn't trapped at all. I could have just, I completely forgot it moves like a bishop. Okay.
Okay, we do get a dragon sacrifice, and this is just conversion now. All right, with that, we do defeat 3 dragons. Let's go to move on to 4 dragons.
All right, I gotta lock in now. This is where it gets real. This is where it gets real. Shoot, dude, I could have just moved the dragon back. I don't know why I didn't do that. Oh, I'm such an idiot.
All right, 4 dragons on the board. This is genuinely terrifying. Let's start with e3. I think that has to be a good starting move. Gets a whole bunch of pieces out without overcommitting the pawn. Immediately, we're met with dragon to h4. I have no intention of giving up the queen as quickly as I did last time, because I barely survived 2 dragons against my entire army. I don't even want to know what's going to happen against 3. What I will do is boot this dragon as fast as possible before it has time to coordinate with its buddies to target on f2.
Oh, he goes for something slightly different here now. Oh, interesting. How interesting. Okay. I'll drop back. No need to get hasty. I can be patient, wait for the right moment, but I don't want to wait too long, because if he gets enough pieces developed, then a lot of the ideas of the opening, in which the king is kind of trapped by its own pieces, I won't be able to initiate enough of an attack if I allow too many of white's pieces to develop. So perhaps that was a waste of tempo. So perhaps that was not a super concrete move that realistically I should have played. But what I can do is, oh man, what do I want to do? Hold on, let me think here. Oh, this is tricky, actually. Hold on. I can't. I'm looking at so many different moves and I can't find like a good place for the dragon to move to, realistically speaking. Oh man, did I really kind of just, why did I do that? Why did I let him get this much development? I should not have let him get this much development. But I can't be scared to, yeah, you know what, maybe something like this. Maybe we bring the dragon like this. And then we try to go in. No, I don't know. Why am I doing that though? I'm taking a long time here. I want to win this though. I want to win. I can't trade a dragon for a knight. I just can't do that. I'm wasting so much time here. I'm like stun locked already. It's move 3. I've never been so perplexed on move 3 of a game. Let's play something. I'm just gonna play something simple. I honestly am having a brain aneurysm.
All right, we get dragon to b7. I don't actually think this is intentionally setting anything up, at least nothing that I can see. I mean, maybe eventually there's going to be like a whole bunch of pressure on f3, but I feel like that's going to take a moment to actually get going. So we'll give this check. I think we'll start sort of fishing for counterplay now. King shuffles over. I wonder what happens if I just push. Like, what happens if I just push this pawn all the way down the board and make the argument that maybe I can hold on to everything?
And now he brings out his pawn, looking, I assume, to try and promote the pawn, which makes a lot of sense, right? I'm not really doing a whole lot at the moment. So I need to get my pieces going again, or else he's going to have a lot of development. Where do my pieces go? I'm having a lot of trouble here. Again, my strategy going into this was to put a lot of pressure on c2 or f2. That was basically all the strategy that I had. What I'm going to do here is I think let's put a dragon here. Let's bring the dragons forward. You know, I am a little bit worried about this pawn promoting. But hopefully, if he can waste a lot of moves going for something like that, in the meantime, my strategy would be to try to initiate an attack on the king while he is wasting those moves.
All right, we get dragon to g6. I'm still not totally sure what's being schemed here. I mean, I can see it's looking down at c2. Oh, maybe it's like dragon to e4? But doesn't that just give up one of the dragons? And I can't imagine the follow through on that is particularly intimidating. Or is it like dragon here first? Takes, and then like dragon takes back, looking at f3? I'm not really sure what the idea is here. I feel like anything can just be stopped with bishop to e2, so I think I'm just going to keep pushing my pawn. Dragon to h6. Okay, now I really don't know what's happening. We'll push and hit this dragon. Oh, the dragon just slides back and stops this pawn. Oh, that's kind of silly. Oh, wait a minute. I have to rethink this now. Okay, maybe I'll slide the bishop back. Maybe I do have to play a little more defensively than I thought. On the bright side, we've sort of managed to tie down this dragon on a8 with a single pawn. So it's basically like, it's almost like having traded a pawn for a dragon, right? We're fighting against these dragons and we still have the entire rest of our army. All right, dragon to g4. I'll just keep slowly developing. I mean, eventually I'm going to do something a little more active, like maybe a rook lift, start getting more pieces involved so I actually have counterplay. But for the time being, I feel like this little turtle shell idea is fine.
We have a lot of pressure, but I'm just not sure if I'm exerting enough. Now, I do not want him to castle queenside. That would be really, really bad for me. But he is putting on the pressure in terms of time. That is truly something that he is doing a great job at, which I'm not, which I don't appreciate very much. How rude. He asked me to join the video as a guest, and then he's doing this to me. I'm not having a fun time yet. Maybe I'm just a sore loser. Okay, I gotta lock in. What am I gonna do here? Do I need to go for some sacrifices? That's what I feel like I need to do, but I just don't see anything concrete enough to actually give me a win. All right, I don't know, man. I went for it. I don't feel great about it, but I went for it. Oh, I'm so out of time, bro. No, I don't want to lose on time. I can't lose on time. Oh, I just don't see a good move. Go! I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see it, man. I tried, I thought for a while. I really could not find a concrete attack that ultimately had any success. The defenses, I think, were just a little bit too solid, and this pawn being pushed was a really good strat by him to really limit any counterplay. Well played by him. Well played. We have to get it done now with 5. It's do or die now.
All right, with 15 seconds, I'm not sure that much is going to happen. Oh, wait! No! Wait. No, this is fine. I can take. Oh my goodness, I was so ready to trash talk. But this capture, I just have king d1, right? And I live to see another day, right? I hope. I sure hope so. Okay, we do get that capture, but if I move out of the way, maybe this is okay? Maybe this is okay, yeah, because... Wait, is this okay? Oh, goodness, wait, how am I in trouble with 0.8 seconds left on the clock for my opponent? Okay, I can just move anything though and he'll flag, right? Okay, I was going to overthink it, and then I was like, wait, I can just move anything and he'll flag. But, this got pretty sketchy pretty quick. With that, we do survive 4 dragons. Let's go move on to 5 dragons. All right, 5 dragons on the board. I don't think I can do any more of these pawn push shenanigans. I think after the first dragon, that idea basically stopped working. So I will start with e3 again, but this time I'm going to play way more close to the chest.
Okay, here we go. I have 5 dragons. There's no way now that I lose this. This is my goal. It's do or die now. I need to checkmate. I want to checkmate. It has to happen here. Okay, these first few moves are so important because last time I just got kicked out immediately due to ultimately what I would just say is poor planning. So what I should do, he's going to go for the same ideas. He's going to go for the same setup because I wasn't able to crack it the first time. Hold on. I'm thinking this through. What's nice is that the clocks haven't technically started yet because it's my first move. So I could take a little bit of time to think about my strategy here. Again, I would love to attack f2 or ultimately just bring all my dragons over to the side of the board. That is ultimately what I'd love to do. But I don't want to develop to squares in which I'd get kicked out immediately. So let's begin. I'm going to bring my dragon to this square. And then I'd like... ideally to try to bring dragons somehow, if the knight comes out like he did last time, maybe I could put a dragon here. And maybe we can go for some early sacrifice on f2, just so that the king has to move.
All right, dragon to f6 is our first move on the board. I'm imagining f2 is going to get hunted down again. I'm imagining that's kind of where this is headed. The problem is I don't really know how to go about defending it. I guess knight to f3 is not a bad starter move because it eliminates one of the squares that he can target f2 from. We still have dragon to g4, maybe h3. Maybe I should just be really heavy-handed about, oh my gosh, no. What is happening? I was going to say about pushing his pieces back. Okay, well, obviously I'm not going to ignore the free dragon. I have to take it, surely. Oh goodness, we're on move 4. There's no way I'm already losing on move 4. I just can't allow him to follow through on this attack. Maybe if I just stick the king back in g1.
Let's give this check. And then I'd like to bring a dragon, ideally, to g3 next. I think g3 would be a great square to go to. Yeah, g3, and that move needs to be played. And then we are threatening a checkmate, actually, if this dragon could get to f2. But he sees it, and he gives up material. Or rather, he gives up his queen in order to defend against that very weak square.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're slowly getting rid of the dragons. The problem is our position is getting torn to shreds in the process.
So what I'd like to do is there any way in which I can remove that queen from that square? Because it is a very, very important defender of the king. If I can remove that dragon, we're going to be in really good shape here. All right, if I can remove the queen and get my dragon in, I'm going to be in really good shape. All right, lock in time to lock in. Okay, so my main idea right now is I want to find some move in which I can deflect the queen away from the guard of f2. Because if the queen ever moves away from f2, then the dragon comes in and wins the game. Now, I could take the queen, bishop takes, and play on from there, but I just don't really think that works out super well for me. Is there any way in one move in which I could deflect the queen away from the guard of that square? Because otherwise he's going to play a move like this. I know it's going to happen. How about I play something like a dragon to c5? No, if that doesn't work, because if pawn takes, you could take with bishop. He doesn't have to move his queen. Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. Oh, I'm so close. Okay, let me think this through. How do I get a... Shoot. Sorry, I'm thinking here. How do I get a piece in? How do I get a piece in time? All right, I think I got my plan. Let's go for this. All right, I don't see a great way forward. I really could take, but I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to try to accumulate the pressure by bringing another dragon, hopefully into the game, via this very weak diagonal.
All right, we get dragon to c7. I guess lining up more attacking pieces. I'm not totally convinced that I see the follow through though. Oh, unless it's just to like line up all of the dragons and annihilate me on h2, which I don't think I have a way of stopping, right? After dragon to d6, there's like this check. Wait, but I can take, they take. I don't know if there's enough pieces there. I really don't. The problem is I can never move this queen away. I always have to have eyes on f2. If I go hunting for checks, I mean, I can get a couple of spite checks in, but once the king moves out of the way, there's this mating threat that I have no way to get rid of. So what on earth to do is the question. I guess we'll play d3 and force the issue. He either has to mate me or he has to finally accept the queen trade and then find something else to do with this knight. Okay, it slides in, or rather this dragon. I'll move back, and I might actually be kind of okay here. Unless he finds another way to dogpile on f2, I think I'm fine now. Because I could play knight c3, I could even go for the silly pawn idea if I think my position is that concrete. Okay, we get dragon to h6. He's down under 30 seconds now. I think he's trying to find a way to force through the position, and I hope that it's just not coming to him at the moment.
But he stops me immediately. This is where I wanted to put my next dragon. And he does stop me immediately. Maybe, can I go for this? Question mark? I don't know. It's not super concrete, unfortunately. He can just play something like this, but maybe I can hop in. Actually, not that way. No, I can't go that way because the bishop defends. Yeah, no, he's seeing everything that I'm going for, unfortunately. Oh, no. No. Where do I go? I'm just going to have to move around now. Oh, it's so cringe. Oh, I expanded to another skewer. Oh, no. Oh, I'm out of time. Dang it, man. Dang it. Oh, well played. Well played, dude.
I think we've gotten away with this one. Nice. All right, with that, we do defeat 5 dragons. Let's go and move on to 6 dragons.
So I wanted to get him with 5, but I failed. So we're going to have to try with 6. No.
All right, 6 dragons on the board. I don't think my strategy has changed at all. I do think I would be objectively worse if you ran this through like fairy stockfish. I think the fairy stockfish that is capable of calculating with these types of pieces would say that I'm in a losing position here. So I think the best strategy thus far has been to sort of turtle shell, my position, and I don't think I have any reason to change that up.
I still have faith that I get this done, but I'm really not sure. I think the idea of sacrificing a dragon on f2 immediately is still good. That gave me my best chances of the entire time that I've been playing. But ultimately, it just wasn't quite enough. So I really need to be a little bit more creative. I'm not a very creative chess player, in my opinion. I kind of just go by the book. Maybe that's one of my flaws. Maybe I should strive to be more creative, strive to try new ideas. Maybe this is just a life lesson for me. Who knows? I don't know. Let's not get that deep. It's really not. It's just a game about moving little funny dragons across the board. Don't include that in the video.
Okay, dragon to g4. Oh boy. Okay, if I play h3 again, we're basically guaranteed a sacrifice, and I'm probably toast. I mean, I could maybe thug it out, but I really don't even want to calculate that. So maybe I play something like g3 as my next thought, right? Super duper reinforce this diagonal, so even a sacrifice doesn't actually endanger my king. The problem is that if I put all my pawns on dark squares, the light squares immediately become huge targets. Wait, I wonder if I can do that in a different color. Yeah, they do. Okay. So if I put my pawns on dark squares, then the light squares immediately become targets, which is also not good. I don't know, it's hard to balance what is a strategic play, what is me really balancing out pros and cons, and what is me just kind of coming to terms with the fact that this is just bad. 6 dragons against your entire army is already objectively a bad situation. Okay, what I might do is play bishop to e2 so that I have the rook as a resource later on. I'm really scared of smother mating my own king. The problem is I can't really bring my queen into the equation without loosening up c2. You can imagine that in this position, if my queen were on e2 and a dragon somehow found its way to c2, that actually is immediately checkmate. So it really is that serious. It is that deep when it comes down to moving the queen off of d1 to defend the king side and not looking at c2 anymore.
So he's thinking, he's yapping. He's probably yapping over there. Gosh, he's got a good voice though, so I can't fault him for yapping. Come on, hubby. Okay, so he defends, or doesn't defend. Maybe he's looking to castle immediately. And what I could do is I could put another dragon here and just, again, put more pressure on f2. What I could do instead is I could sack, king takes. Let's see here. Dragon comes in, he backs up. This knight on f3, though, is such a good defender. It really stops me from bringing in a lot of important pieces that I'd like to bring into the attack. All right, let's start by bringing another dragon onto f2. Let's put more pressure on f2. Now, I presume that he's going to castle, but if he does castle, then I think I can put enough pressure onto this king, because the king, ultimately, in the center of the board, it kind of has quite a few squares to move to. But if you castle, you really are restricting yourself to just g1 and h1. So if I could ideally put enough pressure on this diagonal, I could easily bring another piece, maybe even 2 more dragons to that diagonal to attack that king if you were to castle.
Okay, another dragon to e4. For example, this dragon right here would have been targeting c2 had I moved the queen instead. But I do have to defend f2 now. If I slide over, my king is in a little corner. g2 is immediately made as well. But I don't think I can be all that picky because I have to defend f2. I could castle potentially, but then I throw my king to the side of the board and immediately like all of these dragons are kind of pointing in that general direction. More could be very quickly as well, and I don't love the looks of that. So I'd rather have pieces in front of my king, I think. So let's go rook to f1.
And if I have that many attackers, then this knight, although it is doing a great job at defending, it's not going to be strong enough. And I think he realizes that castling is a bad move, which is annoying. Dang it, man. Stop being good at chess, bro. It's not that deep. Shoot. He's thinking. He's using his brain. I hate this. Oh, man, because he has so many pieces defending. So many pieces. Oh, okay. Well, my issue last time was running out of time, so that cannot happen this time. We need to lock in, and we need to figure it out fast.
Oh, wait, but that drops h2. Because if I ever take back, dragon takes g2 as checkmate. Oh, I'm going to get smothers mated. Oh, and the problem is if this dragon makes it to h2 and I don't take back, then it's basically just eating my entire position alive from the inside out. Oh, gosh, I hope he doesn't see that.
What I can do, I think I can take this pawn. Actually, I'm going to take it with this dragon. If the knight takes, then this dragon comes in and gives a smothered mate. So I think I can come in with this dragon. And ultimately, if he takes, it was a smothered mate.
Oh, he plays exactly that. Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, obviously I can't take because I see the checkmate, which means I have to face the music of this ugly situation. Oh, this is terrible. This is not good. Okay, maybe d3. I have to start pushing pieces back. These pieces need to get out of my personal space sooner rather than later.
There we go. Boom. I'm using my brain too. I got a big old noggin. Thank God I'm wearing a hat so you can't see my hairline and make fun of it. But I got a big noggin up there. I can assure you of that. He does see that idea, of course. Why wouldn't he? Now what do? Well, we could bring in more pieces. What if I bring in a piece here? If I bring a dragon to this square, what can he do? Actually, let's bring a dragon to this square. Maybe we can sack and maybe we can bring another dragon in. We have so many options here, though. We have so many options. Or can I go for something like this? Oh, wait. Does that work? Can I sack? Can I sack on this? If I sack on F2, rook takes. Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Rook can take. If rook didn't have to take, then maybe I had a chance there. I'm wasting too much time again. I gotta lock in. I gotta go faster than this. Okay. Oh, this is... I'm just getting like stun locked because like I cannot figure this out. I feel like there must be some sacrifice here that works. And I'm really trying to find it, but I'm wasting all my time doing so. There's gotta be something here that works. What is it? Can I take this rook? If I do, you just take here. Can I sack? Rook takes. No, that doesn't really work. Can I take here? Oh, can I go here? Pawn takes, take. King goes this way. Oh my God, I'm wasting too much time. All right. I'm going for this sacrifice. I don't feel confident in it, to be honest with you, but I'm sending it because I'm really not sure.
Okay, whoa. We get a totally different move. I mean, my options are twofold. King d2 or take back. If I take back, am I supposed to be scared of this? Because I was getting ready to run the king up anyways, so maybe I can just take.
Actually, insane how much time I'm wasting here. All right, let's play the dragon here. We're now pinning the rook to the king.
Right. Now, the idea is, I think, check. I think the idea in general is to get my king to move over, but I can always just run up to d2, and I feel like that might actually be kind of okay. Oh, because there's this taking on e3, and then the king is really not okay. Oh, because it's mate. Oh, it's mate. Oh, no. Oh, gosh, it's worse that I have pawns on the board than if I didn't, because then I'd have more room to work with. Wow. Okay, so the idea is, I think, yeah, the idea is check. If I move the king up this way, this is mate, because this dragon all the way from across the entire board covers c3, and then I can't actually all work like bishops in this case, defending each other and giving that checkmate on these weak and dark squares. But if I get checked, I have no choice. I can't even move to f1 if I wanted to. Oh, but he would have to take with this dragon, so I could, but then there's check, I move over and mate on f2. So this is just forced mate? Oh, that's so bad. That's actually horrendous. Okay, let me move a pawn forward and cover up this. So when he gives this check, maybe I can just run for my life and hopefully not get checkmated.
Okay, so my big threat here is taking the rook with my dragon. And then if I could bring my other dragon in to cut off the king's escape squares, then that would be fantastic, right? Can I go this way? Oh, can I go like this? Force the king this way? No, I can't, right? Oh, I gotta move.
Oh, he's under 10 seconds. Okay, he takes. I'm gonna move up to d2. And then after check, I have king c3, which is fine, I hope. I mean, there are ideas here of like dragon to a5, for example.
Go. Is there a mate? I don't see it. Where's the mate? I have 1 second left. Where's the mate? No! But I slipped. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to go to D. Oh, no. I had 1.4 seconds left. I just went for it. Where's the mate? Go. No. Where is it? Come on. Oh, I don't see it. Is it here? Oh, no. I had the mate if I just moved in time.
Oh, and he flags! He could have just taken. Oh my goodness. He could have just taken and then c3, maybe like takes, and this. Oh, but we do swindle 6 dragons. Let's go move on to 7 dragons.
No. Dang it. I can't believe I lost that. Oh no, dude, this is crumbling. Everything's crumbling.
All right, 7 dragons on the board. In real life, in the real world, I'm toast. There's like no hope here whatsoever. It's really hard to even make a developing move without walking into checkmate. Like that's literally checkmate if I move the bishop. But like my same reasoning from the last game, if I know that I'm objectively worse, then I might as well just go with the strategy that I think gives me the best chances.
This is getting embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed. People are going to see this. I'm going to get roasted online. This is embarrassing. I have 7 dragons. Okay, if I don't win this game, then I might have to quit chess. And I mean that legitimately. Let's lock in. Come on now. Come on now. There's no way. No way I lose this game. There's literally no way. I can't. I can't. I actually can't. Just sacrifice pieces. Why am I even thinking? Why even thinking chess? Just play. Just move pieces. I cannot believe just how horribly things have gone thus far. All right, let's move my king over here. He's just giving me a check. He's very rude. All right, my king is perfectly safe right on the side of the board, h6. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, man? He's harassing me. Rude. Extremely rude. All right, let's just take the knight. I have so many dragons. Honestly, let's just take the knight. There's really no point in me not doing something like that because I have so many dragons. Why am I even scared? Just go. Just bring the pieces in. Literally just bring the pieces in. Don't even have like any second thoughts about it. Just bring them in. I am not losing on time anymore. This cannot continue. It will not continue. Just literally bring pieces in. There we go. Boom. Done. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Just go. Literally just go.
My concern is that he's just going to keep stacking attackers. That he's just going to play like this, and then like this, and there's just, okay, or like that, and there's just going to be no way for me to defend f3 at the end of it. I think that's exactly what he's aiming to do. Okay, so maybe takes, and I just move the king over. I drop the rook on purpose, but I do it looking for counterplay. It's all wishy-washy, but it's been sketchy since move 0, so I feel like I'm justified in this attempt.
On to that g3 square, which would cut off the escape squares for the king. But of course he sees it and he creates an escape square of his own. Gosh, he's so annoying. Stop playing good moves, man. It's annoying me. It's very annoying. He's too smart with it. Do I have a sacrifice on f3 that would win me the game here? Because I have 3 dragons lined up on f3. Do I have a sacrifice worthwhile? Because this is a check. If he takes, then I come in with another dragon. That's check. I mean, we have to have it here. I refuse to believe that we don't have it here. I think we can pre-move, and I think we have it.
Oh, wait! No! Wait, if I move over, is this... Oh, is that mate? God, I hate these dragons. Oh, gosh. Oh, these dragons. Always causing me headaches. Oh, what? Then I have to take or else it's checkmate? So the counterplay is just down the window. If I take, the dragon takes back, the rook is toast. And somehow I'm the one now that has less time. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, I have to take. There's nothing to even think about. I have one legal move and then the rook is gone.
No, I'm getting fussy. Okay. So ultimately now there is only one square that's safe, right? When a dragon is 2 squares away from the king, all these squares are cut off. So if I can stack up another dragon to attack the king on that square, then what are you going to do about it? There's nothing you can do about it. I think we have an unstoppable checkmate now. I don't think there's any way you can stop this. I'm almost certain there's no way you can stop this.
Oh, no, I'm getting sauced on. Okay, so he completely ignores the rook. What, because this takes his checkmate? Okay, this is what we call in the business a spite check. What does that actually accomplish? Nothing. It's just reminding the opponent that you remember how to give check, but that's pretty much all it does.
But I don't feel good about it. Okay, whatever, spite check, sure, give me a spite check. What are you gonna do about it? There's nothing you can do about this. This is practically pre-movable.
Okay, we'll try to cover up g3.
There it is. Finally!
No, we get mated on h2 immediately.
Finally, checkmate. Only took me 7 dragons. Only took me an eternity. This video is gonna be so long. Ah, man, I'm embarrassed, dude.
Oh, goodness. All right, with that, we do actually lose against 7 dragons.
All right, GG's though. Thank you so much. I'm on Checkmate for having me. I appreciate you. Thanks, hubby.
If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Go check out Viper King. He will be the first link down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.